If you think someone is watching you through your phone right now, you are probably right, but the real question is, how are they doing it without ever even touching your device? Most people think you need to be a coding genius or have physical access to a target phone to see every text, every location, and every private photo, but the industry's best-kept secrets prove otherwise. In the next few minutes, I'm going to pull back the curtain on the 5 most sophisticated methodologies used to monitor any mobile device remotely, all while leaving zero trace and installing absolutely no software. This is the dark side of mobile connectivity that they don't want you to know about. And once you see how these entry points work, you will never look at your lock screen the same way again. Before we dive into these high-level techniques, it is crucial to state that this video is for educational purposes only. We do not advise or encourage anyone to use the information provided in this video to infiltrate someone's privacy or engage in any illegal activities. This content is designed to help you understand vulnerabilities so you can better protect your own data. If you need more resources and professional help regarding these topics, make sure you check the pinned comment or the video description for the specific details right now. Now let's get into the first method, which is the most common way high-level operators gain access without a single download. It's called Cloud Exploitation. Every modern smartphone, whether it's running on the latest iOS or a custom Android build, is constantly pushing data to a cloud server. By intercepting the synchronization tokens or utilizing legitimate recovery protocols, a remote viewer can mirror an entire device's history onto a secondary dashboard. You aren't hacking the phone, you are hacking the backup. This allows for real-time viewing of WhatsApp messages, call logs, and even deleted photos without the target ever receiving a notification. The second method involves the exploitation of SS7 signaling. This is a protocol used by network providers to route calls and texts globally. Now, professional-grade monitoring doesn't happen on the device, it happens at the network level. By redirecting the signal through a virtual gateway, an attacker can essentially man-in-the-middle every piece of data coming to and from a phone number. This is how sophisticated entities can bypass two-factor authentication and read encrypted messages before they even reach the recipient's screen. It's invisible, untraceable, and, well, requires zero software installation. Moving on to the third strategy, we look at Wi-Fi sniffing and packet analysis. When a device connects to a public or even a compromised private network, it begins broadcasting data packets. Using specialized hardware that stays outside the target's physical space, one can capture these packets and reconstruct the user's browsing history and unencrypted credentials in real time. This is why using a VPN is no longer optional, it's a necessity. If you are finding this breakdown helpful, make sure to share this video with one person you know who uses public Wi-Fi constantly. You might just save their digital life. The fourth method is one of the most psychological tactics in the book: social engineering via phishing proxies. Instead of installing an app, the target is led to a mirrored login page that looks identical to their email or social media provider. Once the credentials are typed in, the monitor gains full access to the account linked to the phone. Since most people store their entire lives in their Google or Apple accounts, gaining access to the account is effectively the same as holding the physical phone in your hand. This method relies on human error rather than software bugs, making it incredibly effective in 2026. Finally, the fifth and perhaps most terrifying method is the use of zero-click vulnerabilities. These are flaws within the operating system's core apps, like the messaging or gallery app, that allow a remote server to request data from the device without the user ever clicking a link or opening a file. These vulnerabilities are worth millions on the gray market because they provide the ultimate ghost access. You don't need to install anything because the spyware is essentially a command sent through a standard system update or a hidden text message. By understanding these 5 pillars of remote monitoring, you are now ahead of 99% of the population when it comes to mobile security. You now know that the threat isn't just an app you downloaded, it's the very air your phone breathes through the network and the cloud. Make sure you stay subscribed to Point Access Hacking for more elite insights, and don't forget to check that pinned comment for the extra resources I mentioned earlier. Stay safe, stay anonymous, and keep your data locked down.